want to ask you, do you have any practical tips for how young people and people like us, everybody, can practice this impartiality? And is it good? What do you think? How did this kind of natural bent towards vairagya help you in your work before renunciation? And how young could you start? Any uh, any ways to do this while you're young?
Vairagya
So that
has helped in every field of my life, so to say, because it won't color my vision. That helps in everything. Particularly, I would like to say that it may not be so much vairagya. Even in meditation, our subject in this GBGC is mental harmony. Actually, the
I see.
real mental harmony is when there is no klesha. That means there is no internal clash between, say, our mind and intelligence. There is always clash going on. Emotional and intelligence, there is always what the
Yeah,
emotion
of
wants to
course.
do, the intelligence does. Always clashes going
Head
on.
and heart.
So the through knowledge and vairagya only the mind can attain that harmony. And this harmony is not only in the mind, then this harmony spreads to the external world also. So what happens is that even in my research work also, I have found that which normally we would not have been able to do, it was done because of my absolute, what shall I say, again vairagya will come. That suppose we were handling some formulas and all, I never thought whether I am going to get PhD or not. I was not bothered about it.
Going to get
Whether I am going to have going to get PhD or not, doctoral
PhD
thesis,
or not? Huh.
whether I am going to have the PhD or not was never in my mind at all. I was only handling the equations and looking for more and more harmony there. And in that process, that just dispassionately working on the to find out some harmony and beauty in mathematics and in nature and all, the solution simply came out. I never knew that the solution is coming in this manner. Same thing I have found, that those who practice a little meditation, forget about the knowledge. Even in the beginning, those who practice meditation to bring their mind into a mental harmony, it helps so much in work. You can do, at least if not in 1 hour, at least in 4 hours, you can do the work you do in 8 hours normally. Many of the things, the multitasking you can do, it is immense. Everything gets done and everything falls into place also. Suppose you have to meet somebody, you will find that the person has arrived and you are speaking. Normally we would have run to his house. By the time he has come to our house, then we fight with each other that I have come here and you have gone. That so much of time is wasted just like that. Here you think and it is become a real necessity. You find that it is already there, it is done. In many places we don't have to do what we are finally doing and finding that we have done the wrong thing.
Wow,
Automatically
that's
just
a
things
great.
will fall in that place. So that
If
harmony
you work
comes
with
through, not
dispassion,
only through
harmony. Huh.
meditation, it comes very much through knowledge, pursuit of knowledge, which cleanses our mind and everything, the whole being. Purity is the thing we always emphasize for everybody. Don't read the scripture for learning the Upanishads or so. We always say that only utilize the Upanishads for becoming pure. That is, it should be, the jnana sadhana should be a sadhana for transforming into a pure being, for bringing in purificatory processes working in us. That we always emphasize everywhere.
So, would you say
If
that
people can
our
do,
biggest sorry, yeah, would you say our biggest responsibility to ourselves and the world is to achieve some harmony within ourselves? That's enough because that harmony will
certainly,
radiate out and
certainly.
embrace the world.
Yes, we have
Certainly,
to
yeah.
bring in the harmony within us. The outside, we don't have to. The world will remain the world, but for us, the world will become harmonious. I will end up
Isn't
with
that
a
selfish?
beautiful sloka.
Yeah.
Huh?
Isn't that a
Even
bit selfish to focus on yourself? Is that like self-centeredness to say, I will
no, no,
focus
but
on
that
being
self is
harmonious?
universal. Na? When you focus on the egoistic small self, all the trouble is there. But when you are
Ah,
focusing on the universal self, no problem is there. Everything will be getting solved.
okay. Thank you, Swamiji. You were going to say some story or something.
I was wanted to, time is gone, I think. So one shloka in Yoga Vasishta, it says that uh, Upanat gudhapadasya nanu charmastritaiva bhuhu. The starting with Purne manasi sampurnam jagat sarvam sudhadravaihi. Upanat gudhapadasya nanu charmastritaiva bhuhu. He says Purne manasi sampurnam jagat sarvam sudhadravaihi. When the mind becomes full, this full, you should listen to my lecture on Brihadaranyaka, the Purnamada Purnamidam. I myself listened to it, and generally we appreciate whatever had come out. So it was a wonderful lecture, I thought, that I happened to listen. I never knew that it has been spoken or I have spoken about it. So that is the real meaning of Purnam. That means when there is no duality, that is the real Purnam. So he said that when the
Yeah.
mind becomes Purna, whole universe becomes Purna for him. It becomes Sudhadravaihi Purnam. It becomes nectarine. Why? Just like when we don't want to get our feet dusty by walking over the earth, what do you do? Are you going to cover the whole earth with a leather? We put on a leather shoe and go anywhere we go. The dust doesn't touch our feet at all. Upanat gudhapadasya nanu charma stritaiva bhuhu. The whole earth we don't have to cover with the leather at all. So it is like that. We have to only do our part, and whatever comes out, it
Beautiful,
will
beautiful.
take its own way.
That is so lovely. I shall remember this, Swamiji. Thank you so much for a lovely discussion. Again, it was a great honor, very humbling to be part of this. Very grateful. Thank you so much.